So today I'm going to look at my UFC top 5 pound for pound fighters of the current day. These are just right now in the current day. History really doesn't play much of a factor. Maybe recent history, but not too much into it, other than maybe a couple fighters on this list, but they're still dominant to this day. So let's just get right into it. At number 5, I had to choose between two of the Nigerian champions at 170 and 185. And I chose Kamaru Usman, the 170-pound champion. As the welterweight champ, this guy, how he won the belt was just incredible. When he did that to Tyron Woodley, when he just grappled him in the clinch and hit him with all those body shots, he broke Tyron Woodley in there. It looked like, Tyron had no idea what to do. It was an off night for him. He didn't know what to do. Really upset that fight got canceled with Leon Edwards in London. But Kamaru Usman then fights Colby Covington, who is just a beast, and he outstruck him. A lot of people didn't think he was going to be able to do that, myself included. I thought if it was a stand-up match, Colby Covington was going to get the better of that matchup. But obviously that didn't happen. Colby Covington got knocked out in the 5th round with about a minute left, if I remember correctly. And Kamaru's performances in both of those real title fights outweighed Israel's, in my opinion. Israel had an incredible knockout of Robert Whittaker in the 2nd round. And then you saw him fight Yoel Romero recently, and that fight was just... It's one of those fights that you thought was going to be really great, but it just wasn't. Partially due to Yoel Romero, but Izzy certainly didn't press the action. So that's why I gave it to Usman. Izzy slides in at 6. No disrespect there. At number 4, I have Tony Ferguson, El Cucuy, on a 12-fight winning streak, one of the highest in the UFC. The guy literally just outwills the other guy. He puts on a pace that the guy can't even begin to match. They'll start gassing in the 2nd round. You see in Tony Ferguson fights, the 1st round's usually not good, but then the 2nd round comes around and he's just on them like white on rice, and they have nothing to do, and then their face looks like they're butchered. Look like they jumped off of a bridge. He has literally made 3 opponents quit off the top of my head. He's made not quit, but made them leave the division. They have left the division after fighting Tony Ferguson. There's Anthony Pettis left, Donald Cerrone left, and then Kevin Lee left after he lost the interim belt to him. And so it was... you have to put him in this list, in my opinion. This guy is a UFC champion. I don't care if it's an interim belt. He hasn't lost that. He hasn't gotten to fight Khabib. Khabib just ran off. I don't know why he left. I really want that to come out, why he really left. And Khabib can take a business trip anyways from Russia to the United States if he really wanted to. So it'll be interesting if that fight happens. Who knows? At number 3, I have Henry Cejudo. Just a guy who that 3-fight streak that he had when he fought Demetrius Johnson for the title. I was skeptical that he was going to win it because I thought he had a chance in that first fight. I really thought he had a chance in that first fight. Then he got finished in the 1st round after that knee to the body. So I was skeptical he would win. I thought he was going to win the first one, or at least had a good chance to beat him, because Olympic gold medals, that's another level. And he's just an incredible athlete, and he's shown some great things in the UFC. But then he beats DJ the second time. Then he fights TJ to save the lightweight division, knocks him out in 30 seconds. And then he fights Marlon Moraes at 135 and beats him, finishes him. What an incredible streak, man. This guy's no joke. And then he's fighting Jose Aldo next. That's going to be an incredible fight if we get to see it. Hopefully, coronavirus doesn't take that one away either. But you look at his resume and you're like, wow, man. And who he's beaten before, Benavidez, I believe he's beaten him. He had to rise through the ranks somehow. And Joseph Benavidez is one of those guys. And, just an incredible fighter through and through. Henry Cejudo is no joke, and that's why he's number 3. Double champ. Triple C, actually. Triple C. And he deserves to be 3rd on this list, truly. He's quite a special athlete for the UFC, and he's a great representation for the smaller guys who don't get that recognition that they deserve. And then number 2, I've got John Jones. Though you can make the case he's lost to both Thiago Santos, and Dominic Reyes. I mean, wow, man. He's still great. I think that he needs to use his grappling more, because it wasn't too long ago that he took down Daniel Cormier a few times just effortlessly. And, I mean, you look at him, I mean, he's never truly lost a UFC fight. Now he's just fighting a bunch of younger guys. I would like to see him go up to heavyweight and take on those challenges, because then he could be double champ. He could be one of the only guys to be double champ. He's undefeated, really. He's only lost to one guy via 12-6 elbows. Like, that's not... He was dominating that fight. And, you know, he's just an incredible athlete. Obviously, he's had a few slip-ups, but you could make an argument he's won either of those fights, in my opinion. Because it's hard as a judge when you see, like, the second and third round, how they played out. It's hard to look at those rounds and be like, wow, John Jones is down 3-0. Because that's not really what it felt like. It didn't feel like when you were watching, it didn't feel like John was down 3-0. I thought he was down maybe 2-1, and then he won 4 and 5 pretty easily. So there's not much to say there. And then number 1, you've got Khabib Nurmagomedov, who is just an incredible athlete. He undefeated, never lost, no rounds lost except for the one against Conor in round 3, I believe. Just an incredible fighter, and no one wants to fight this guy. The only reason people want to fight him is because he has the title, obviously. He's the end of the road, and then once people see that, they have no chance. Dustin Poirier had no chance. The grappling just completely overwhelmed him. Conor was kind of the same way. Conor put up a much better fight, but you see a lot of guys just crumble under that, and it's just sad to see how powerful this man is. We've never seen a man dominate like Khabib, and that's why he's number 1 on my spot. Let me know what you guys think. I know my list is a little unorthodox. I look more at, like, really, truly how great the fighter is. I don't really look at belts like that. But I want to see how you guys think. What you guys think in the comments. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I'm gonna start uploading a good amount now that this coronavirus is really starting to kick in. So be on the lookout for that. And peace out, man.